pump it up. East Coast scream like it's East Side. Got the West Coast tracks on the B-side. Better down south, let this beat fly. I'm just in New York.
What's going on, guys? It's DDJLee back with another episode of On Tour DJ. And today I want to talk about what board I'm using for all of these videos. That's the Pioneer DDJ SX2. That is the upgrade from the SX. If you guys know anything about Pioneer DJ, these are one of the most simple, I feel like, boards I've used. And I've used a whole bunch. I've used Newmark, I've used Pioneer, I've used CJ's. I like this because it has everything you need right here for a very affordable price. That simple. If you guys are working with a budget, here's your chance. Work with this bad boy right here. All right, check it out. What we got going on right here is the right side, right side, however it's gonna look. Side A and side B are exact replicas. They are not mirror images. They're the exact thing, so don't look for the play button on this side. Look for it right here because it's going to be on the same exact spot on both sides. Now, if you guys are familiar with the SX, the SX1 was only a 2-track channel. This bad boy can do 4 tracks, has 4 mixers. Don't get me wrong, the SX can do 4 channels, but it doesn't have all the faders and the easy access to all of the stuff. You would have to hit the side button and change, things like that. All right, now on this board, yes, it's a little bit bigger and looks more difficult to use, but it's not. Starting at the top right here, we have all of our effects, all of our knobs that's gonna help, how can I say, edit them, change the delay, change the reverb, change the attack and the release time of these. Right below that are the pads to activate these. Right below that, we have a needle search. All this does is allows you to scroll anywhere in the song without using your jog wheel or going to the spot using your mouse in the computer. It's right here. You can just slide over, stop right in the middle of the song, and take it from right there. Cool. Going to the right side of that, we have our tempo range. So what that means is when we use our BPM meter right here, our tempo meter right here, as we slow down the song like this, we don't want our song to start sounding like, we want to have our song still at the same exact sound, but going slower. You don't want to hear getting real slow and real droopy. All right, so unless that's what you're going for in that specific song, don't get me wrong. But if you don't want that sound, that pitch change, you want to have this enabled. This is going to be your pitch range right here, your tempo range. Right to the left of that, we have the big old bad boy right here. That's going to be on every single DJ controller, DJ turntable. This is our jog wheel. This cool one has the chance of going from vinyl mode, slip mode. All right, this is touch sensitive, heat sensitive. So as soon as you touch it, it will stop the track. If you touch it with your hand, your arm, any part of your body touches this, it will stop the track. All right, so as well as this, you will have this on every single DJ board. This is your tempo meter, like I said, your tempo fader. To the left of that, we have your deck 1, deck 3 swaps to change from deck 1 or deck 3. Right? There's not 4. We don't have 4 jog wheels. We have 2, but you will be able to change from deck 1 to deck 3 on here, just like on the SX. Now, let's keep going on this side. Right here, we have the grid adjust. All right, I don't use that as much as I probably should, but I don't. Right above that is our censor button for all the people that like to play curses at kids' parties. These are going to be for censoring that one curse word. It will make your song go backwards real quick, then jump right to the next spot. This is your censor. So if you're talking and it says a curse word, hit that bad boy, it's going to skip it. Going down, we have our Control-Alt-Delete button. This is our shift button. All right. Right below that, we have our sync for all those people that like to cheat as a DJ. As a lot of people will say, our sync button will sync both BPMs on both tracks as long as they're within a great range of each other and there are no other tracks on any other channels. Right below that's our Q button. Every single DJ board should have a Q button. Every controller should have a Q button. And every controller should have a play button right below that or right next to that. Right here in the middle, we have our pads for our hot cues, our rolls, our slicers, our samplers. That's how you switch between those. It's labeled as well. Going down, moving over to the right, we have our auto loops and we have our parameters to switch between which ones we want to use within this whole lower range. Now moving on to the middle of the board, we have the very the very difficult part looking at the board. This is our actual mixer and probably my favorite part of the board. I don't really care too much for the jog wheels and all that stuff, but the mixer is very important. I need these knobs. I need the bass cut, I need the mid cuts, the high cuts, the trims. I don't need to have distortion and clipping in my headphones as I'm presenting to a huge audience. That's the biggest thing we don't want, is bad sounding audio. It can ruin any DJ set. Now you can DJ with just a mixer, I always say this, but I like the jog wheels as well. So let's get familiar with both. Cool, it only makes sense. So starting at the top of this mixer, we have the scroller. This is your mouse on the DJ board. You can click it, go into a folder, slide over, grab a song, and load it up right here on any one of these tracks using these buttons. Right below that, we have our FX on side 1 or FX on side 2. Each channel can choose which of the 6 effects you want to use, alright, by just hitting 1 or 2. If there's an effects loaded on this side, you hit 1. If it's loaded on this side, you hit 2, and you want to use it. You know what I'm saying? This only can load 3 effects, 1, 2, 3. Then you have your beats. You could tap how many beats you want the effects to ring out for. Right below that, we have our back prepare button. Right below that, we have our master level with all of the meters for that. They illuminate red, white, red, yellow, and green. Right below that, we have our booth monitor level. Right below that is our headphone mix level. We can choose between the Q and the headphones or the master mix. All right. Right below that's our master Q for the headphones. Now, on either side of those, we have our tracks. This is track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, and they are numbered as well. Right down, the red ones are going to be your sweepers, your low pass and your high pass, your filters. Right above that will be your bass cuts, bass gains. All right. Right above that will be your mids. Right above that will be your highs, and right above that will be your trims. Below those, we have our levels. All right, our level faders. Every DJ board or mixer should have these level faders, no matter what level DJ you are. These will have these faders. Right next to that will be your sampler volume. So all the samples that you load up on these, you can load up, let me see, 8 times 4, 32. You can load up 32 samples real quick, and you can adjust the volume of all of them right here. Right below that is your crossfader from swapping from side A to side B, and right above that is to play which song. So if you have a song on track 1 and a song on track 3, you can have track 3 be on side B. Things like that. That's what you can do with this board. It's kind of creative, or you can have it play on both sides. It's kind of interesting how this works. There's a lot of text to this, and I think that it's probably the best DJ board I've used. They've definitely upgraded from here. They went to the SZ, but if you know how to use this bad boy, you can use anything at that rate. And just like that, I just want you guys to understand what DJ board I will be using, so that you guys can see how I get crazy on a DJ set. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, comment below.
Better down south, let this beat fly. I'm just in New York.